In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Every great team starts with trust. The kind of trust that builds over time. For 50 years, Country Financial has teamed up with IHSA in our communities. And for 100 years, we've protected you with insurance that does more. From the best times to the tough ones, a great team's got your back when it matters most. Thanks for your trust for 100 years. Here's to 100 more. Country Financial. Experience more.
The IHSA Boys Basketball State Finals are presented to you by OSF Healthcare. Let's send it across the way. Our product address announcer, Greg Gardner.
Welcome to State Farm Center for tonight's IHSA 4A State Championship. As the players and coaches wish each other good luck at half court, the IHSA Board of Directors and member schools expect and promote good sportsmanship by all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Do what's right. Thank you. It's been a great run to the finals for Benet Academy and Marist. Let's take a look back on how they got here.
Clean steal and the slam.
Kendall Myers puts it in the dunk tank on a run out.
Blackus. Nice dish inside to Myers.
Great cut, the entry pass, living deep.
Tate from the corner. Bring it up. Oh, my. On the lob. The stop. The follow. Kendall Myers sticks with it. Oh, sharing the ball.
So well done. Share and share alike.
Oh, the follow. A circus follow.
Kendall Myers playing up above the glass.
Carson Thomas.
Boy, that one was deep. Shot that ball at its apex and silky smooth.
Marist punches their ticket to the 4A championship game. Inside, Stack with a slam.
And that's how you shoot 77% point-blank range.
And Ethan McDermott buries the three.
37 on the year.
Wright is able to get to the rim.
He shot that ball over 2 trees.
Wright. Oh, my goodness.
How did you call that? Because you can't see that far.
Stacked for Status.
There's the high-low that we know.
To Stack. The tip, no. The tip, no. But a foul called. Got it. And it will be Benet Academy to play for the Class 4A State Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention for tonight's starting lineups presented by OSF Healthcare, the official healthcare partner of the IHSA. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Benet Academy Red Wings. A 5'10" senior guard, number 3, Jaden Wright. A 6'3" senior guard, number 4, Ethan McDermott. A 6'5" junior forward, number 5, Perry Cheney. A 6'8" junior forward, number 23, Edvardis Stasis. And a 7-foot senior center, number 42, Talon Stack. The head coach of the Red Wings is Gene Heitkamp. Now the starting lineup for the Marist High School Redhawks. A 6'1" senior guard, number 0, Adoni Vasilakis. A 5'10" senior guard, number 2, Torrance Tate Jr. A 6'7" senior forward, number 5, Stephen Brown. A 6'6" senior forward, number 14, Charles Carnes Jr. And 6'5" junior forward, number 22, Kendall Myers. The head coach of the Red Hawks is Brian Hines.
Today's starting lineup presented by OSF Healthcare. Let's check in with a third member of our team. That's Kalia Butler.
Before the season started, Marist head coach Brian Hines had to tell junior forward Kendall Myers he would have to be a sixth man, which was an adjustment for him, somebody who has multiple D1 offers at the moment. But in the last semifinals game, he had 15 points and 5 steals, which Coach Hines said was that type of unselfish character that showed on the court and got them to another day.
All right, thank you, Kalia. We'll be checking with Kalia throughout the evening. Benet with it first. Blocked originally by Myers on Stasis, but Stasis will finish it.
Myers went up vertical, built the wall. Stasis, like he does so well, stayed right with it. Stuck back his own missed shot after the block.
Marist exploded to a 21-4 advantage after the first quarter in the win over York yesterday.
They did it with full court defense, and then they were running for fun the entire first 8 minutes. Runouts all first quarter long.
Brown will catch on Stack. Stack with the early block.
112 blocks on the year for Stack. That's a ton.
Harry Chenier with it. Jaden Wright. Baseline on Tate to Stack. Another block for Marist. Here comes Myers. Adoni Vasilakis into the lane and an offensive foul.
Good call by the officiating crew. That time, Rodney Taylor right there. Vasilakis trying to create some space between him and the All-Stater. Jaden Wright got that right elbow out, the right forearm. Offensive foul, good call. Wright's going to have the ball a big-time amount of minutes here tonight, number 3 in black.
Chenier tries to dish inside, knocked away. It will stay down at this end. Benet 36-1. Their only loss in the season came on November 30th. That came to St. Ignatius. Stack for 3. Oh, my. The big man carries it.
Step out, knock it down, and take the bow at 7'1", shooting it from downtown.
2 minutes in, Marist looking for its first points. Vasilakis challenged inside, has to get it up. Now he'll let it fly. Stack the rebound high over his head. Wright looking to push. This is Ethan McDermott. McDermott from Australia. He's a shooter. He's a driver. Battle won. Stephen Brown. TJ Tate on McDermott.
TJ Tate going to the rack. He beat McDermott, then he knew Stack was coming from behind him, but he went from the right side to the left side, reverse layup, kissed it oh so softly on the glass. Redhawks on the board.
Coach Brian Haynes of Marist says TJ Tate Jr. is the most underrated point guard in the state. Rebound comes off to Charles Barnes Jr. There'll be a blocking foul called on Stasis on the baseline.
Charles Barnes Jr., another All-Stater in his own right. Stasis, the third-team All-Stater. We got some star power out there tonight. Oh, my goodness, are there athletes.
That's how it's supposed to be in a 4A championship. Stephen Brown with it. Tate. Tough spot for Barnes.
Watch how low Bennett's players stay on defense. Great fundamentals, defense positioning.
Corner, three. That didn't hit anything. Now, Red Wings want to run. Chenier, a high arcing shot.
Chenier with a big super sectional. Not so much yesterday with only 6 points, but he took that one with authority. Challenged two big guys coming on the inside, and he won that challenge.
How about Chenier, 6'5" junior, not on the varsity last year. Starter this year. Brown on Stack. Stack gets a piece of it. The question is, whose foul will that be on?
And I said Chenier was not impactful yesterday from the offensive end, but remember, he made the big steal to give Benet the last possession, which ultimately went to 5 timeouts in the baseline on a bounce play. It was Chenier's steal with, what, about 10 seconds ago that set up that last 2 seconds of craziness.
The win over DePaul College Prep, 39-38. Charles Barnes gets the first free throw.
There's to see, we settled in now. We talked about nothing you can really do, but you can get your matchups. You know what best sets are. See the proper matchups. Who's on Stack, who's on Stasis. We'll try to identify that. Of course, you have Wright with the basketball. And now Marist going with a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone.
On the wing is number 1, MJ Green. Right there in the middle is number 4, Carson Thomas. So Brian Hines goes to his bench early. Stack, the lob, the catch, and the left-handed score. Nearly 80% from the field this year for Colin Stack.
Yeah, that young man doesn't miss. 80% is absolutely insanity from a shooting percentage standpoint. Point blank range there. He gets a lot of dunks, but that one a baby hook left hand.
Brown holds to Green. No room for Barnes.
An impermeable defense. Look at the black shirts filling the lane. On every bounce, every catch, they jump toward the basketball, and their fans like it.
Only 5 shot attempts here. The first 5 minutes for Marist. Carson Thomas from the free throw line.
He was a starter early in the year. He was injured. Came back into Centralia. He was injured there. He played the first 19 games. He's back and gives them an extra scoring threat.
That was almost a 1-minute possession, resulted in the Thomas bucket. Keeps Marist within 3. Stasis turns baseline. Challenges Brown. Tate running the break. He'll put it on the deck. Floats it over the big people inside. There's Brown. There's the tip.
Stephen Brown staying with it like a pogo stick. Boy, he hit his heels. Went right back up, tip it in, under control.
9-8 lead for Benet as Marist hangs in early. 2 big buckets here in the last few seconds. Chenier gathers himself. Inside position to Brown. The chance for the lead here for Marist. Take backdoor bounce to Brown.
Marist. Brown with the back cut on the overplay. Well done with his vision and passing skills.
Benet trailing by 1. That's a blocking foul. It comes with 1:13 to play in the first quarter. Yeah, good one here at 4A early. 10-9 Marist over Benet.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. And by SIU Carbondale. Say yes to SIU.
Leaving home is a big step. At SIU, you'll find a home away from home, where you're encouraged to grow, a place that helps you discover who you are as a person, a student, a leader, and a future professional. Say yes to a community that supports you, to friendships that last a lifetime, to opportunities that prepare you for what's next in the field and in the classroom. The choice is yours. Say yes to SIU and to a future that you make your own.
Get an 11% rebate on the last roof you'll ever need with steel roofing from Menards. Steel roofing provides your home with the best protection from wind, hail, and fire. Choose from 29 colors and enhance the appearance of your home. They're available in cut-to-length panels that cover a large area for a fast installation. Plus, get an 11% rebate on everything for your roofing project now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
How they got here is brought to you by SIU Carbondale. Say yes to SIU. You see that win in the semifinals last night, an instant classic, 39-38. Benet Academy over DePaul to give the Red Wings a chance for back-to-back state titles. On the other side for Marist, much easier time, 55-38. After a 17-point advantage after 1 quarter of play. But it's Marist, the 1-point lead as we come close to the 1-minute mark in the first quarter.
They switch back to man-to-man after showing a set of 1-3-1 defense.
Stack turns and scored. 7 first-quarter points for Colin Stack. He's 3 of 3 from the floor.
Benet 8 points in the lane, 6 for Marist. That means what? These teams are attacking the 10.
Brown, kick out to Tate. Carson Thomas working around Stasis. Nothing there to Barnes. Thomas knocks down another one. Carson Thomas dislocated a kneecap at Christmas time in the Centralia tournament. He missed 2 months. He's got to have surgery following the season. But boy, what an impact he has had here early tonight.
Shot that ball coming off a screen, a little curl cut, elevated, squared in the air, and knocked it down.
10 seconds left in the quarter. There's Chenier. Pumps once, twice, fouled and out.
What a great set running that down the last couple seconds. And the delivery of the basketball to the weak side by everything. Jaden Wright finding the cutting Chenier to the goal. Found him on the weak side.
That one for the tie. Brian Hines in his 5th season, 129 wins. 31 wins, 32 wins the last 2 years. Long shot. And we have a 1-point game. 8 minutes have been played. There have been 4 lead changes. The lead right now belongs to Benet, 13-12 in your 4A championship game from Champaign.
Country Financial is ready to...
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you locally in part by Ashley. Style begins at home. IBEW Local 134. Building careers, building the future. Chicagoland Roofing Council. Chicagoland's best value, best roofs all year long. Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17. Go green with Local 17. And by Finishing Chicago. For a great finish, start with finishingchicago.com.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on now. Save up to 40% on anniversary steals like this bed, now only $4.99. Or you can buy now and pay over time with no interest until March of 2031 when you shop in store. Shop more deals in store or online, only at Ashley.
Is college not what you thought it was going to be? Here's an opportunity to work with your hands as well as your mind. Learn how to insulate mechanical systems in the industrial and commercial industries. With the Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17, you get to earn while you learn through our apprenticeship program. After 5 years, you'll finish with no debt, money in the bank, and you'll be on your way towards a pension. Scan the QR code and apply today, or visit our website to learn more.
When Chicago's most critical infrastructure needs power, they don't just call any electrician. They call IBEW Local 134. From the city's tallest towers to its most advanced data centers, the projects that matter most trust only IBEW Local 134. Because powering Chicago isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people, safety, innovation, and the future of our city. We are the men and women of IBEW Local 134. We power Chicago with electrical excellence.
Come celebrate with us at Ashley's anniversary sale. Take home the season's top styles with up to 25% off your entire purchase. Or you can buy now and pay over time with no interest until March of 2031 when you shop in store. Shop more deals in store or online, only at Ashley.
The road to Champaign is brought to you by Access Elevators, removing barriers, advancing independence. Benet will come to Champaign from Lisle, western suburbs of Chicago. And speaking of Chicago, the southern edge of the city is Marist High School. They make the trip to the state finals, first time ever for the Redhawks.
Dave, you like a competitive first quarter? Each team has one lead. Each team had 5 field goals. Each team two from the free throw line. Each team 1 turnover. How about some evenly matched numbers?
And at 13-12 scores, we start the second quarter.
Surprising to me, though, Marist a +3 on rebounding margin against the taller, more athletic Red Wings.
Starting the second quarter, number 15 from Marist is Ryan Lawler. Stephen Brown off the glass, an offensive rebound, put back.
Well, he went right up there. He knew Stack was on his back, but he challenged him. Took the basketball to his right hand, away from Stack, and scored it.
Stephen Brown, the 6'7" senior. That's blocked from behind. Brown will be playing football at North Carolina State. He came to Marist as a highly recruited basketball player. And then football just happening, and he's headed to NC State.
Got football in his bloodlines. His dad, Charles, played for the University of Miami, the Hurricanes.
Blair Fagbemi will inbound the ball underneath his own bucket. Tough spot for McDermott. Benet playing with 3 guards. The moment, right long 3, that's off the iron right. McDermott had it. Vasilakis ahead to Lawler. And Marist will take a 3-point lead.
Talked about Vasilakis yesterday, basically another point guard on the floor. 2 different guys can really handle the rock. Vasilakis and Tate, good vision, hit his man right in stride for the easy lay-in.
He's McDermott. He's going to challenge Brown. Stack kept it alive. Stasis couldn't get the tip. Brown wins the battle. Looking to build on a 3-point lead.
Marist playing very physical on the boards. Stasis, we know he can stick it back. He had 3 in a row yesterday, but they're getting into his body and pushing him away from the rim.
Backing it out, Carson Thomas will give to Adoni Vasilakis. 4-year starter for the Red Wings. Brown likes what he sees. Right. Held ball. Possession will go to Benet. However, the aggressive play means that arrow will turn around after this ball is inbounded. Ryan Walsh will replace McDermott for Benet Academy.
It's interesting. McDermott hasn't had a look from 3. That's his modus operandi. Redhawks identify that. You talk about a game plan, even though it was only 24 hours. They know they're going to get out and extend on McDermott, not hit him spot and shot.
A lot of folks said that last night's game with Benet and DePaul was a de facto state championship ball game. Head coach Brian Hines of Marist differed. It feels like that is inspiration for his team tonight. Down on the floor, possession goes to Marist, and that held ball on the other end just moments ago sets this possession up for Marist.
The Red Wings are getting their hand on so many basketballs. Overplaying, aggressive, contesting the bounce, contesting passes, deflections. They have been very, very aggressive. Both ends of the floor with 5:22 to go in the first half.
Benet led by as many as 5, down by 3. Marist a 32-5 record. One of the losses coming to Benet.
Stack on Barnes. Will Barnes try to bring him out away from the basket?
Run it to the top, and Vasilakis.
Honorable mention All-Stater. He can really handle a rock.
No hurry here for the Red Wings. No real rush from Vasilakis as he was walking over to make sure that his coach, Brian Hines, wanted to get that timeout. Last year, Benet set a school record with 31 wins. Well, after the win last night, they've got a new record.
They broke it. And last year, when they won the state championship, ironically, they were the 3rd seed in their own sectional last year. Went on that tournament run and finished the deal in exciting fashion, to say the least, in that state championship win over Warren. This year, everybody's had them number 1 since Christmas time.
Ranked 15th in the nation. You know, Brian Hines, head coach for Marist, I mentioned earlier, these two teams played less than 4 weeks ago. Hines comment about Benet, he said, they're better than I even thought.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary comment. And how about both these teams? You talk about Christmas break, Christmas tournaments around the state. For the 50th straight year, Marist went to Centralia, played outstanding basketball. Brian Hines knew his team was going to be good. Benet went into the prestigious Pontiac tournament. They were the 3 seed. They already had their first loss of the season. They went and won that, and since then, both teams have been targeting this run to Champaign.
Back in early December, Benet Academy traveled out to Pennsylvania, played 3 powers there, of course, won all of those games. Well, actually played in 2 different holiday tournaments, which is unusual.
Yeah, they went out to Philadelphia. They played Philadelphia Roman Catholic. Had their pictures taken on the stairs where Rocky was filming. When I bring that up, it's good team bonding they had. Took a flight together.
Off the iron for Thomas. Benet has missed all 4 of its shots this quarter. They've been stuck on 13 for a while. Stasis from the top, the handoff right as Benet trying to figure out this Marist defense, and there's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul. On number 3.
It is against Jaden Wright, his first.
Team foul.
Got that right arm. You saw a great shot right there. Basically hooked the opponent to try to gain an advantage. And he did gain an advantage, but he was called so appropriately with a foul. Great officiating crew today. Nico Rowe, Kevin Moore, Rodney Taylor, the best of the best here. Working a 4A state championship.
Charles Barnes comes off the bench. He's playing with 2 fouls here with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Low-scoring ball game here at the State Farm Center for the 4A title. Tate, little pullback, got it. TJ Tate.
Create a little bit of space between him and Ryan Walsh, who was able to go to his right, go up both feet, and knock it down.
6-0 the advantage for Marist this quarter, and that's a travel. The first 4.5 minutes of this second quarter have belonged to Marist. The Red Hawks have stretched the lead, 18-13.
Tired of the same old routine? Ready for a career that's always changing? In the roofing trades, every day is a new adventure. Learn a skilled trade, earn competitive wages, enjoy great benefits and solid opportunities for career advancement. With starting wages and benefits above $50 per hour, you can earn while you learn. So, are you ready to climb to new heights? Learn and join the roofing trades today.
Keeping hotels and commercial properties up to date with the latest design trends is a constant challenge. Finding qualified contractors isn't at finishingchicago.com. We work with top designers and general contractors who use the latest techniques in painting, drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, and signage. Chicagoland relies on finishingchicago.com as its free resource to find quality finishing contractors. For a great finish, start with finishingchicago.com.
Thank you for being here.
Let's rewind 1 year ago. That's when Benet Academy played the championship game against Warren. Benet had 3 second-place finishes since 2014. In this one, what else? Championship game will come down to the last play. It became a tipped inbounds pass with 1 second left, and Benet Academy won its first state championship by a point over Warren.
Heavy favorites to go back-to-back, but Marist, I think they have something to say about it. They are so well prepared for this game from a game plan standpoint, put together by Brian Hines in just 24 hours. He is really packing the defense surrounding stack in incredible fashion. Stasis can't get going whatsoever.
Beginning of this quarter, you read the balance of the first quarter. Not the same here in the second. Benet, 5 field goal misses, 4 turnovers. Their last field goal came at the 1-minute mark of the first quarter. Meanwhile, in the second period, Marist with just 1 turnover.
And Marist would go into this game with the full intent of, we just want to be there in the fourth quarter. So every time they shorten the game now, every second counts in regards to what the Red Hawks are trying to accomplish.
Here's Barnes with 2 fouls. Chenier guarding him. Chenier always draws the toughest matchup. Barnes averaging 17 points per game. Clock underneath 3 minutes.
How patient will Marist be? How patient will Gene Heitkamp be not chasing them?
Into the lane. Kick. Now Vasilakis. You know, and for those people that say, boy, this is a long possession, yes, there will be a shot clock in play next year in Illinois high school basketball. Barnes gets all the way there, and it comes out. Numbers against him. Chenier throws it up over to the top of the glass, and it will go to Marist.
Chenier got a little bit out of control. He was thinking, I'm going to draw the foul. That's what his thought process is right there. No foul. Good no call. And out of control was Chenier trying to create something that really wasn't there.
Marist last possession took 1 minute 13 seconds off the clock. We're down to 1:52 in the first half. Tate there, open, 3. Got it! Kendall Myers. It's a 21-13 lead on a 9-0 run. Benet has not scored in this quarter.
How little is 5'10" Tate playing so big right there, getting inside the trees and throwing out to a spot-up shooter.
Wright tries to take things into his own hands. And let's see where we will go with this one. And we'll go to Marist. We have a whiteout and a blackout tonight. Marist, their fans all dressed in white. Benet, all dressed in black, and they are loud. So if the Red Hawks knocked off 1 minute 13 seconds on an earlier possession, can they take 1 minute 18 off the clock?
5 different Red Hawks have scored for Marist as they're spreading the wealth around.
Now the substitution being discussed at the table. Let's see what the resolution would be. Myers will come back on the floor. It appears if MJ Green will have to wait.
TJ Tate, the fine 5'10" point guard. The other day, semifinally had 6 points, 3 assists, but that young man, he dictates tempo. When to go, when to pull back. Great decision maker, impeccable.
Carson Thomas back into the ball game for Marist. Baseline drive, bounce inside. Green is there, and he gets it.
Green on the weak side. He snuck himself inside of Jaden Wright. Gained position, and the recipient of a delivery on the baseline.
23-13. Benet Academy has not scored. We have 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. And Wright is stuffed.
Kendall Myers rotating over with good length and killing that basketball. 6'5", the junior. Great defensive position by Myers. Building a wall and knocking that shot down. Rotation, rotation, rotation. Defensively right now by the Redhawks.
And Stacisford Benet was wincing and holding his left hip. He hands it back. McDermott, open three. Here comes Marist. 30 seconds, a 10-point lead in the first half.
Vasilevsky said, hang on. This will play through TJ Tate. He's asking Coach Hines which direction we're going to run this. They'll go with about 8.
That'll be right now. Green slices. Vasilakis open three. Rebound Stack. And Marist pitched a shutout in the second quarter. That's the first time since 2007. That's when Rockford Guilford went in the third quarter and did not score. Wow. There are a lot of stunned people in this building.
It was a defensive clinic, especially in quarter number 2, but all game long.
Brian Hines is with Kalia Butler.
Coach, you held Benet to 13. What is your defense doing well?
You know, we're trying to pack it in a little bit. They got some size on us, and we're able to finish it up with some rebounds, pressure the guards a little bit. We're really trying to sag off a little bit so we can get a rebounding advantage there.
6 players have scored. How are you sharing the wealth?
You know, it's just the nature of this team. They're a really tight group, high-character kids. They don't care who gets the credit as long as Marist wins.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Stick with us. More halftime coverage coming up right after this break. We will send it back to our studios in Chicago.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Saying no doesn't make you boring. It makes you smarter. Make your own choices. Generation Lead, empowering athletes, inspiring leaders. For more information, visit generationlead.org.
Attention high school students. If you're tired of hearing the same old college debt story, we've got an exciting alternative for you. Join the Mid-America Carpenters Union and let your career dreams take flight. You can earn great pay, enjoy no-cost health insurance, and secure a stable retirement, all with no college debt and an elite career that's here to stay. It's time to build your future your way. Ready to carve your path to success? Contact the Mid-America Carpenters Union today to learn how you can unleash your potential.
The IHSA, committed to keeping student-athletes safe. Through educational initiatives and national partnerships, we're going the distance to develop safer protocols for our teams. Plus, we continue to improve scheduling and conditioning to reduce injuries from preseason through each state championship. 31 sports, 350,000 student athletes, and one goal, player safety. The IHSA, the future plays here.
It's halftime of the Class 4A title game where Marist leads Benet Academy at 23-13. Welcome inside our Chicago studios alongside former pro hooper Avi Story. I'm Lauren Withrow. Right now, we're going to dive straight into those highlights because there were plenty for Benet Academy early on like that from the 7-footer Colin Stack.
Love that. Hope they can come to that in the second half because they need a lot of that.
Now TJ Tate Jr.
Nice back door and finish on the reverse. Great job.
That was Stephen Brown with the layup. Now, TJ Tate again is making big plays right now for Marist. Marist able to force a shutout here in the second quarter. They lead by 10, 23-13. Avi, what is Marist defense doing so effectively to shut Benet down right now?
Yeah, I have to give it to them. Their defense is doing well, but they have gone away. Benet has gone away from using their big. I mean, he's shooting 90% from the field from the season. So hopefully they can come to an adjustment in halftime and really find him in the paint so he can get him some touches because they need him.
Colin Stack right now does lead Benet Academy with 7 points, but they need to keep using him. What do the pieces around Stack need to do to make that possible?
High-low passes. Just sit in the paint, honestly. He's 7-footer. So if he can just, I think they're going to try to put pressure on the ball to prevent the high-lows, but it's almost hard to miss him. I mean, he's a 7-footer. I'll just keep it high and just finish at the paint.
Red Wings scoreless in the second quarter, desperately need to get something together here at halftime and make those adjustments. Right now, trailing by 10. Marist with quite a bit of momentum heading into the second half.
Come celebrate with us at Ashley's Anniversary Sale. Take home the season's top styles with up to 25% off your entire purchase. Or you can buy now and pay over time with no interest until March of 2031 when you shop in store. Shop more deals in store or online, only at Ashley.
Attention building and facility managers. Did you know mechanical insulation around a building's heating and cooling system is a vital resource? Insulation protects from energy loss, physical damage, and pays for itself quickly. For more than 125 years, the contractors of Heat and Frost Insulators have helped build healthier, greener, and more efficient facilities. Hire the best. Scan the QR code for a list of contractors with the Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17 or visit us at local17insulators.com.
Welcome to Marquette. We're going to have first day in Welcome to Marquette.
When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected to something greater. Marquette University.
Better sleep starts at Ashley during our anniversary mattress sale. For a limited time, get a king for the price of a queen on select Ashley sleep mattresses. Or you can snooze now and pay over time with no interest until March 2031 with no money down. Only at Ashley.
This summer, Chi-Town is Sky-Town, and Chicago Sky basketball is on the U.
The fourth and final IHSA boys basketball state champion is yet to be decided. Right now, Marist leads Benet Academy by 10 at the half. We've had 3 exciting games, though, already under wrap today. The last one we'll take a look back to. It was East St. Louis up against Deerfield, and this one was back and forth throughout. East St. Louis jumped out with an early lead, and then we had so many lead changes, but ultimately Mark Chambers and the Flyers able to hoist that trophy. What did you learn about East St. Louis watching that game?
Their composure at the end of the day. They really were aggressive to start the game. The zone in the second half hurt them a little bit, but again, they went back to the things that they knew they can do best, and that was putting pressure on the ball and getting out in transition.
Senior forward Jameson White finished with 19 points in that game. What is that team going to have to do to fill the void of some of these seniors who are going to be moving out?
Yeah, I'm sure he was a pretty good leader in the locker room as well. So that right there will give those guys some confidence going into next year to try to fill that void. But again, he was a big guy, so I think that's going to be a hard one to try to fill in, but I think they'll be okay at the end of the day.
Congrats to East St. Louis Flyers on their state title championship. One more to be decided right now. Benet Academy trails by 10. That was Kendall Myers for 3.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Pittsburgh's Ultra Interior Paint and Primer in 1 provides a durable, washable finish. A gallon starts at a value of $17.79 after rebate. Give your walls the most advanced protection with Paramount Interior Paint. It's scuff, scrub, and wear resistant and delivers true one-coat coverage. Pick up a gallon of Paramount Interior Paint starting at a value of $39.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Leaving home is a big step. At SIU, you'll find a home away from home, where you're encouraged to grow, a place that helps you discover who you are as a person, a student, a leader, and a future professional. Say yes to a community that supports you, to friendships that last a lifetime, to opportunities that prepare you for what's next in the field and in the classroom. The choice is yours. Say yes to SIU and to a future that you make your own.
When you're walking in your purpose and when you're walking in what you're meant to do, things just feel different.
I need to be there to make everybody else's job easier.
We all come with different experiences and that we have to collaborate with one another.
When I leave, I might be exhausted, I might be drained, but it felt like I moved the needle.
Learn what leadership looks like when we lead together.
Want a great career? Join the Carpenters Union and be part of the next generation building our communities. With the Carpenters Union Career Connections program, high school students get a head start on the industry's leading curriculum. Learn the latest in construction technology and the many skilled crafts the Carpenters Union represents. Plus, earn as you learn. Receive a nice paycheck, health insurance benefits, and best of all, no college debt. Ask your school district to participate in the Career Connections program and get started on your future.
Time now for the Menards halftime stats. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. Avi, right now, Red Wings only shooting 28% from the field.
Yeah, they're gonna come into the second half really thinking about trying to get into the paint. Stack's got to get more touches, so I believe that they're gonna come. The first 3-4 touches got to be his in the paint.
Key for the Red Wings, get the ball to the 7-foot captain, Colin Stack, who's perfect from the field right now. There he is for 3. He's got 7.
Have a cough, sore throat, or fever, or need care now for pink eye, a urinary tract infection, or a rash? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Get care in person, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, even holidays, and walk out with a prescription for your care if needed. Make a reservation today or start a virtual visit 24/7. It's just that easy. Find a location near you. osfoncall.org/urgent care.
Have you said yes to being an organ, tissue, and eye donor? It's a powerful decision to give life to others when you're gone. Today, we cheer for Maddie, her family, and all those who say yes to donation. You have the power to save and enhance lives. Sign up today at donatelifeillinois.org. That's donatelifeillinois.org. And say yes to being a donor.
At Access, our focus is on you. Let your home be your refuge by adapting it to your specific needs, in your home or in our showroom. We will listen to your needs because we genuinely care. We will help you find the best solution, whether it is stair lifts, elevators, bathroom modifications, platform lifts, or ramps. No obstacle is too hard to overcome. From our thorough installation of equipment, we want your experience to feel specially tailored to your needs. Begin your journey with Access and call us at one of our tri-state locations for your free assessment.
Welcome back to the 4A state finals, where Marist leads 23-13 over Benet. I'm here with Benet head coach right now, Coach Heidkamp. Coach, you mentioned at half that you wanted to participate in your half-court defense a little bit better against Marist. What have you seen so far?
Well, we have to be better defense. We have to finish possession. They're really hurting us on the boards. And offensively, we didn't score in the second quarter. We struggled on both sides. I credit their defense a lot for that, but we have to play better. We have to be more aggressive. And we have to finish plays on the defensive end.
Where would you like to find that offense?
Well, we have to be more aggressive, and some of our guys got to step up looking to be more aggressive, taking the ball to the basket, and we've got some shooters in the game. We got to make some three-point shots.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Dave, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Talia. Dave Bernhardt, along with Hall of Fame coach Mark Lindo, our statistician. My left-hand man is Nick Pinto. Mark, you've got some startling numbers.
Oh, Marist, what a clinic they put on. 18 possessions. They scored on 11 of those. Coaches like to keep points per possession. Very efficient there. 7 different players scored for Marist. For Benet, they had 19 possessions, just 6 scores. Stacks 3 out of 3. They got to get him to rock. The rest of the team was 2 out of 15 in the first half.
So this is the stage where I ask my analysts what adjustments do each of these two teams make.
Marist, absolutely nothing. They've executed the game plan. Benet, how can they get the ball in Stack's hands more often on offense and defense? When will they come out and chase or not chase Marist?
And Stasis opens the third quarter with that little lay-in.
And that's their high-low game. That ball came from up top by the 7'1" Stack. That's where they need to go to time and time again.
Brown, the hand back to T.J. Tate. Redhawks played a near flawless first half.
Tate, a 4-year starter, been around the block and then some.
Marist in no hurry with the 8-point lead just underway in the third quarter. Ryan Walsh came in to start the second half for Benet as Gene Heidkamp juggling some lineups. First appearance for Walsh tonight has come right here.
He's on there. He matched up with Tate right now.
Tate explodes, and the kick. Rebound to Stasis. Right on the move. Covered up nicely by Marist. McDermott can shoot it. Bingo.
That's what they want from that young man, number 4. Spot it up, knock it down. He's a three-point extraordinaire. That's his best look he's had. 38 on the year now.
5 points in the opening 90 seconds after being scoreless in the third. It's a 5-point game. Stephen Brown, short. Rebound high is Stasis. Here comes Benet. Right. Kisses off the glass. 7 points in the first 2 minutes.
Benet took a punch, but they came right back with a punch of their own. The defending state champs, you knew they'd make a quick run. What have they done? They pulled 3 consecutive defensive boards.
Spin by Tate. 25-20. Stack setting a screen up high. McDermott, the scoop, and out of there.
Great job by Barnes checking off the last second. Stasis thought he had another offensive rebound chance, but he put his body on him and drove him to the baseline side where he couldn't get that stick back. This is what I talked about. You asked about adjustments. When will Gene Heidkamp decide to come and chase, or when will he stay back in his half-court defense?
Three, and a foul. Charles Barnes Jr. will go to the line and shoot 3.
Barnes has 53, so in the scouting report, you talk about getting out on him on the three-point line, but what you must do is you have to close out under control, balance. Coaches teach sprint your man about 70% of the way to him, then break down short, choppy steps with high hands so that you do not foul and give up 3 easy free throws.
First two have gone down. Barnes, 6'6" senior. Knocks them all. He's 5 for 5 from the line. The lead back to 8. 28-20. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Stasis wants it inside. He has it. Turns. And that shot's blocked. Stack is there for the putback.
Sack fouled it. That's why he shoots almost 80% from the floor. But Kendall Myers with a whale of a job on Stasis, keeping him away from the bucket, giving him no space to operate on the interior of their offense.
Benet 4 for 4 from the field here in this quarter. Adoni Vasilakis will back it back out. Walsh over him.
That's what he's in there for, to be on the ball defense.
Straight up 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Vasilakis, a long left-handed scoop for an 8-point lead. Well, Marist has weathered that opening burst. Wright gets caught. Tate spinning. Numbers. Trailer, Vasilakis. Tate. Left side Myers, and they'll pull it back out.
Tate, good decision making. He's the one that made the play at the defensive end, basically with the strip and the steal. Then they push, nothing going, so they reset, use some clock. Marist, that's their modus operandi tonight.
Barnes working it right. There's a mismatch there. Wright is still on Barnes on the right side of the lane. 3 minutes to play in the third. Tate. A big smile on his face. Here comes TJ Tate challenging inside. Scramble. And the arrow will belong to Marist. A 10-point lead was cut to 5. We sit at 8 with 2:39 to play in the third.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on now. Save up to 40% on anniversary steals like this bed, now only $4.99. Or you can buy now and pay over time with no interest until March of 2031 when you shop in store. Shop more deals in store or online, only at Ashley.
Is college not what you thought it was going to be? Here's an opportunity to work with your hands as well as your mind. Learn how to insulate mechanical systems in the industrial and commercial industries. With the Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17, you get to earn while you learn through our apprenticeship program. After 5 years, you'll finish with no debt, money in the bank, and you'll be on your way towards a pension. Scan the QR code and apply today, or visit our website to learn more.
Better sleep starts at Ashley during our anniversary mattress sale. For a limited time, get a king for the price of a queen on select Ashley sleep mattresses. Or you can snooze now and pay over time with no interest until March 2031 with no money down. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back to the 4A state title game. Marist leads Benet 30-22. Benet's Gene Heidkamp, who was back coaching his second consecutive state finals game, says it's always special to be playing on the last day of the year. But he was honest and said this game was going to be rough. These two teams meeting back on February 16th, where Benet walked away with the win. He said these teams are very familiar with each other, and it's going to come down to which team can play harder and execute better. Dave?
Thank you, Galean. Talk about playing on the last day. Gene Heidkamp has played on the last day of the season 5 times. 3 second-place finishes, a championship last year, and battling for one here.
What a run it has been for the Red Wings. They finally got the golden prize last year trying to repeat, but Marist has painted a masterpiece thus far.
Tate will throw it deep in the backcourt. And Wright will come and meet Tate.
And Benet out of the timeout. Looks like they're going to pick up, extend their defense a bit more. And you know what? Tate's happy about that because he's going to try to find a driving lane.
Marist had possession, took possession with 3:39 to play in this quarter. And you see that clock ticking. We're moving towards that 2-minute mark. Vasilakis, Myers. And there was a foul inside. It will go against Marist.
Push on the rebound opportunity there. And what's going on right now on the Marist offensive end is they're spreading the floor out, 5 out. And Bennett's caught between a rock and a hard place. Brian Hines with a good game plan because he knows if he packs it in for help side, they'll throw it out to his shooter. And if he doesn't pack it in, then the lane's wide open for one-on-one drives for the likes of Tate and Vasilakis.
That last foul called on Charles Barnes. He has 3 fouls. He'll have a seat here in all likelihood in the last 2 minutes of this quarter. Stack, top 3. He had one earlier. Another chance. Lawler all over Tate. Walsh has it poked away from behind. Here's McDermott. Boy, making life tough here on the Red Wings. Tate is tied up. And it will be Benet basketball, but that will turn the arrow again.
Ryan Lawler, 6'4" senior guard, right there, 15 on your screen, being very impactful on the defensive end, adding some physicality to his basketball team, which got out of the gates the first minutes of this game, playing a very physical brand on the defensive end.
Stasis tracks it down. Lawler on the floor. How about off the bench for Ryan Lawler?
Yeah, we just talked about him being impactful on defense, and then he gives it up for the team, diving for that loose ball, trying to dive for a championship.
Brian Hines, his head coach, says Ryan Lawler is a coach's dream, and you just saw why. Lawler in the midst of it again. Off the hands and through the hands of Stasis. And credit Ryan Lawler at the top for disrupting everything.
Stasis has been good for them all year long. Third-team All-Stater, but the last few games, Stasis has been a star. Kind of been held in check tonight, just 4 points, and has not been able to own the offensive glass like he has the last 10 days of this season.
Barnes back in for Marist on the offensive end. He's sitting at the free throw line. Flashes high. He'll get it now. Carson Thomas rails it home. And with that 10-point halftime lead is back to 10 with a minute to play in the third.
Carson Thomas with a quick release. Hit those heels of the baseline, knocked it down to extend their double digits.
McDermott buries the 3. Benet Academy will take the timeout with 57 seconds to play in the third quarter.
How about that response? McDermott found himself open. That's what he is most known for, picking his team up with his jump shooting. Came off that little curl, footwork, right, left, elevated, and shot the ball right through for 3.
Marist has gotten 10 points off the bench. Benet Academy, that high-low game you like.
Yeah, there's Stasis, 7'1" to 6'8" on the inside. There's that jump shooting we talked about with a fine release of Ethan McDermott. Then the push by Jaden Wright. Oh, so smooth and sweet off the glass. And then just barreling in. Stasis stopped again, but the 7-footer cleans it up. And there's another spot-up jump shot by McDermott, making an impact the last 3.5 minutes of this basketball game.
So Gene Heitkamp calls a timeout with 1 minute left in the third quarter. You don't see that happen too much with coaches. What's he thinking?
I think he wanted to change the defense, knowing this possession is that important. We saw him bring Stack away from the basket the last time, come up via trapper, being at 7'1", so trying to bring some length out on the guards of Marist.
Remarkably, Marist has turned the ball over 1 time tonight. In 3 quarters of play, 1 turnover for the Redhawks.
And T.J. Tate's only turned it over 1 time the last 4 games. Absolutely incredible how much he handles the ball.
Vasilakis finally gives it up to his teammate, but back to Adone, and a foul on McDermott.
Number 4, Ethan McDermott, his second foul. Second team foul.
Only the second team foul here, and we're under 20 seconds.
Redhawks want to make sure that Barnes gets a touch in this last 20 seconds.
He will inbound. Tough spot for Tate. It will stay with Marist. A little pinball action among about 3 different players on the far side of the floor.
8 different Redhawks have scored in this basketball game. How about that balance?
Tate wins the battle over Wright, and Jaden Wright will pick up the foul. That will be his second.
Wright trying to come over the top, then an ill-advised reach.
Crosses midcourt with 8 seconds left. Thomas from the baseline. And that's how our third quarter comes to a close. 32-25. That trophy awaits in the hallway outside of the State Farm Center. Who's going to get it?
Tired of the same old routine? Ready for a career that's always changing? In the roofing trades, every day is a new adventure. Learn a skilled trade, earn competitive wages, enjoy great benefits and solid opportunities for career advancement. With starting wages and benefits above $50 per hour, you can earn while you learn. So, are you ready to climb to new heights? Learn and join the roofing trades today.
When Chicago's most critical infrastructure needs power, they don't just call any electrician. They call IBEW Local 134. From the city's tallest towers to its most advanced data centers, the projects that matter most trust only IBEW Local 134. Because powering Chicago isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people, safety, innovation, and the future of our city. We are the men and women of IBEW Local 134. We power Chicago with electrical excellence.
Keeping hotels and commercial properties up to date with the latest design trends is a constant challenge. Finding qualified contractors isn't at finishingchicago.com. We work with top designers and general contractors who use the latest techniques in painting, drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, and signage. Chicagoland relies on finishingchicago.com as its free resource to find quality finishing contractors. For a great finish, start with finishingchicago.com.
What's the deal with 6-7?
6-7.
What does that mean?
6-7.
6-7.
What the hell does that mean?
That means whatever the hell you want it to mean.
Let me see if I understand this.
6-7. What does that mean?
I don't know.
6-7. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Nothing.
If nothing is your thing, then watch the original show about nothing, Seinfeld. 6 out of 7 nights a week on The U.
I think you may have something here.
The assist of the game is brought to you by Donate Life. Say yes to being an organ, tissue, and eye donor.
TJ Tate had 3 dimes delivered assists in the first half. Backdoor play, cutting right by the 7'1" sack Stephen Brown, who had 6 points in this basketball game. What a great cut that was, the back door, and the vision and the anticipation of the cut by TJ Tate is what makes him great.
Dave Earnhardt, Hall of Fame coach Mark Lindo, Clea Butler here with you. We enter the final 8 minutes. Marist a 10-0 advantage in bench points. Benet, nothing from their bench for the second straight game. So 10 points from your bench, an 8-point difference in this game. Vasilakis, trouble, finds Brown. Red Hawks have shown prowess at being able to hold on to the ball for long stretches of time.
Marist, their decision-making, especially their 2 guards, has just been incredible.
And that time the feed goes from Brown to Barnes. And we're back to a big lead once again.
Barnes with a little reverse layup over the top of his head.
9-point difference.
Every time there's a drive, boom, there's a white shirt like that rotating right in.
Stasis gets it blocked. 5 blocks for Marist, and Wright will pick up the foul.
We just were talking about the rotation that they've had in this basketball game. Look at, there's off the bounce. Stasis gets there. But you trust a teammate who goes up, builds a wall, stays vertical. Stephen Brown with an athletic play.
He was working against Stack, but with the 9-point lead. They'll bring it back out. The spin. Stack disrupted that shot. And the traveling call will go against Benet Academy, and you see the frustration on the faces of the Red Wings.
Yeah, and Stasis has been playing such great basketball, but he just can't get it done tonight. The physicality of the game has been matched. Stasis is a great player, but you see 3 white shirts around him, not getting any space at all to work.
While we have a moment, let's give our thanks to the people who've made these broadcasts possible here these last 2 weekends. Last weekend, the girls tournament, and this weekend, the boys. From L2 Productions from Austin, Texas, President Scott O'Reilly. Producer in our games in my ear all weekend long, Patrick Allen, Director Carl Harper, and everyone else in Austin. Back in Chicago at Weigel Broadcasting, a big thanks to Steve Farber, Executive Vice President of Weigel Broadcasting. Our executive producer is Chris Jackson. In Chicago, the Director of Studio Operations, Rob Gordon, and the rest of that Chicago crew.
What a great crew to produce a March Madness. Has been everything it's cranked up to be. We've had 4 state championships today. The first 3 went to the wire. And number 4 still has 6:35 to go.
Now let's put some things in perspective. Benet, winners of 33 in a row, defending state champ, ranked number 1 all year. They had 24 games, won by more than 20 points. And only 6 times has the margin of victory been less than 10. And they trail by 9 with 6.5 to play. Barnes is going to try it from 3. Ahead to Chenier. A little hesitation step. Stasis unable to get the tip. The ball in a 9-point lead in a low-scoring game.
Ball 9-point lead and the clock ticking.
A reminder, this is the first appearance in the state finals for Marist. And they are 6 minutes away from possible state championship.
But what they do have, without that, with the first appearance, they have 4 seniors. All 4 of those, there's 4 3-year stars on this team, 4 seniors on this team. So they are wise, they're intelligent, they're decision-making. They've executed a game plan. And remember, way back in the first quarter, we talked about Marist wanting to shorten the game. They made it shorter in the second quarter. They made it shorter in the third quarter. And now they've got it down to a 6-0-6 game, basically defeating the defending state champions in every facet of tonight's game thus far.
This season, Marist chanted 45. 45, that's what they chanted. Why? The only other sectional title in the history of Marist came 45 years ago in 1981. The drive was to get here. And then the talk of the de facto state championship ball game would have been last night with Benet and DePaul, and Brian Hines said that got us fired up.
They beat some good teams. Lockport along the way, Homewood, Flossmoor. Obviously last night's semi.
Playing a little keep away here.
Better bring their length out top. The trap with Stasis and Stack.
Able to force a turnover. Benet needs some points in a hurry here. Wright's going to go distance. And it will go back to the Marist Redhawks.
That's one of those situations you go back when you learn from film. Don't settle right there. Don't settle. Take a 22-footer. They're going to look for a better shot than that in rhythm.
Back up to Tate with 5:20 to play. Barnes gets a good look. Bottoms it out. 36-25. Biggest lead of the night comes with 5 minutes to play.
Look at that war between those two 5-point guards. And we have in the defensive end for Benet is they came out with their length on top. They were 7'1", 6'8", 6'6" on top. And what that does is your little guys are back protecting the basket. That's why you saw that open baby jump shot from the baseline go down.
No chance to even get it to Stack. McDermott with the miss. A foul called, and that will go against Benet Academy with 4:49 to play.
So check this possession. How long? 4:49. See how long can Marist take care of the rock mistake-free. But look at the length on top for Benet right now. 6'8", 6'6", 7'1", but protecting the basket is only 5'10". So if the Redhawks break the first level, they'll get an easy bucket at the end.
Wright's the only man defending. That ball thrown so hard, it just rocketed off the hands of Stack. There is a huge crowd for Benet Academy, and they are stunned. And this will chew up a little bit of time. Tate spins around two players. And that'll be Chenier with the foul. That will be the third team foul on Benet.
If you're Brian Hines, who started his coaching career at Morris as a freshman B coach, elevated himself up to a state championship game appearance, you want your team to either A, shoot a layup, or B, a free throw. Nothing else the last 18.
They'll reset. Brown. Easy does it. Up top, straight up. 4 minutes to play. Somehow the ball ends up with Marist. And there's going to be your free throws. Charles Barnes Jr. will go to the line. We're at 3:53 to play in this game. Marist, the underdog tonight, 36-25 over the top-ranked and defending state champs, Benet Academy.
Country Financial is proud to partner with the IHSA. Worry less and feel more confident with insurance designed to meet your specific needs. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today.
Dental and vision coverage through Delta Dental of Illinois. Get a plan that fits to a T.
Credit Union One, proud banking partner of the IHSA, offers the best of everyday banking. CU1 members gain access to competitive products like high-yield checking, dedicated financial wellness resources to help you build a strong foundation for the future, and nationwide access through 24/7 digital and mobile banking and an expansive network of 130,000 ATMs from coast to coast. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com.
Dental and vision coverage through Delta Dental of Illinois. Get a plan that fits to a T.
The hard work plays of the game are brought to you by Union Carpenters and Contractors. Partners in building communities and supporting working families.
How about that behind the back pass? And then the finish by Stephen Brown. And that defensive rotation that we talked about, oh so good. Ryan Lawler, what a great job he did off the bench. There's that defensive rotation, the run out. And then again, rotating. You talk about hard work, that's what their defense has done tonight. Bring a lunch pail, go to work, and try to find a state championship ring in your lunch bucket.
Less than 4 weeks ago, these two teams played. Benet scored 77 points in a win. With 3:53 to play, they have 25 tonight, and they trail by 13. That'll be the second team foul on Marist. You say, well, 3:42 is a lot of time, but the way Marist has been able to control the clock, that can go fast. Loose ball inside. There's a turnover.
Benet tried to force it inside. Marist jammed it up, comes away with a takeaway.
A little bit different defensive look here. Grinding clock. And a foul will go against the Red Wings. That would be their 5th. And that will put Stephen Brown at the line.
3:19 to go. If you're Marist head coach Brian Hines, an 85 graduate, he feels like it's 13:19 to go.
Stephen Brown will get it. He's only the second Marist player to shoot a free throw. However, he and Charles Barnes are combined to go 8 for 8. 39-25. And now a 15-point difference. Wright motoring up the floor. He has 4 fouls. McDermott can't get free. Bodies all over the floor. Myers slid out of bounds with it.
Boy, the activity of the hands of everyone in a white shirt just on the basketball, contesting every single time, every bounce on the floor. There's a white shirt hand in and contesting.
And another turnover. We have 2:57 to play. Benet has not scored in this quarter. They were shut out in the second quarter.
Those Marist fans, are they having some fun over there? Look at that. That's the first time they've really felt it. They've hoped it all night, the fan base. The players have felt it all night long.
TJ Tate at the line. Stunned Benet fans and players.
Only 6 offensive rebounds for Benet. What a whale of a job by Marist, keeping Benet from living on the offensive glass, especially Stasis and Stack.
Benet has been outscored 9-0 by Marist in this quarter, and we're under 3 minutes to play.
Both these teams show nothing but poise on the floor, do they? So well coached, so well disciplined, both these teams.
No roll there. Brown rips it out of there. I would say across the state, coming into tonight and this game, there may have been 20 or 25 people that believed that Marist could do this to Benet, and they are all sitting on that bench to your left.
Their believability factor was from the get-go. The off factor of the state's #1 ranked team was never there in the minds of Brian Hines' team, as they have executed in great fashion, a great game plan.
1 of 2 for Vasilakis. 17-point difference. 42-25. McDermott has to fire it. And now Gene Heidkamp is going to bring 5 players off his bench with 2:24 to play. Listen to the roar.
Checking for Benet, Blair McBenney, Jack Reiser, Fred Berman, Aiden Rittaker, and Tyler Chapulka. And for Marist, Akir Finley.
TJ Tate will walk it up. He will be met by Blair Fagbemi. Also into the game is Grant Bergman for Benet Academy. He wears number 11. Where 14 is Aiden Renneker. This is Akir Finley. He's a captain for Marist coming off the bench. Brian Hines moving people off his bench. We're under 2 minutes to play. No way this is supposed to happen. Not according to the experts. Charles Barnes with the exclamation point.
The royal flush to secure a title.
Fagbemi stutters in, a blocking foul. Marist shut out Benet in the second quarter. In the fourth quarter, pitching a shutout once again with 1:25 to play.
They did it with defense and defensive rebounding. Both coaches taking advantage of their starters on the chairs with hugs all around on both benches.
5 new players in for Marist, and the hugs on that far sideline on the bench right in front of the scorer's table. One of the most stunning games in state finals history in terms of the reputation, the ranking, state and national ranking for Benet Academy. A 33-game winning streak, defending champs. But Marist came in with 32 wins on the season, moments away from their 33rd and a big trophy. There's your scoring by quarters for Benet. 25 points in the second and third. 1 point in the others.
Unbelievable defense. The 15th ranked team in the nation according to Max Preps.
And how does that man feel? Brian Hines, a graduate of Marist High School. McLean Zick will get it. 3-pointer in and out for Renneker. Battling on the boards, working hard. And the putback will go for Jack Reiser.
Marist bench just waiting for this clock to tick off so they can explode in championship mode.
Benet on the verge of scoring the fewest points in a 4A game tonight. The Marist defense rock solid and beyond. Down to 30 seconds. The miss from Timothy Fitzgerald. Here come the Red Wings the other way. And with 15 seconds left, they can dribble it out. Akir Finley. Marist comes to Champaign, the State Farm Center. The Red Hawks take apart Benet Academy. And they win the Class 4A state championship.
Marist 44, Benet 28. Brought to you by the YMCA.
I use the word stunning, Mark, because the margin of victory, the defensive intensity, the defense period for Marist, completely dominating Benet Academy.
If this were a baseball game, they'd say that they pitched a perfect game to the Marist Redhawks.
Celebration for Marist. Let's take a look at the play of the game, and it's brought to you by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs.
This is one of many great plays on the night, but how about putting it right in the duck tank, having some fun, showing some hops. Charles Barnes with the finish.
That celebration has been building all night long. First trip ever to the state finals, and it results in a championship for Marist. Benet Academy's 33-game winning streak comes to an end, only the second loss on the season for Benet Academy. The player of the game is brought to you by Country Financial. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today.
Charles, I saw you embracing one of your teammates after the game, saying, we did it. What work did it take to get here?
It took unimaginable work all through the offseason, all through the summer, you know, just putting in extra days, getting shots up, and just being a family. And off the court, we're brothers, so that's all it took.
How does this cap off your senior year here?
It's amazing. It's no better feat for me. This is what I came here, this is what I had my sights set on doing, and, you know, we accomplished it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nobody believes, Jeff. Nobody believes.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You just heard they said nobody believed.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
You know, we just feel like these kids have been around together a couple years, and we just never felt like we got the credit we deserved. And, you know, we saw the stories that the Benet DePaul prep game was the state championship, and they took that personally. And, you know, Bennett's such a good team, and Coach Heinkap's such a great guy. I don't want to have to do this against him, but, you know, this is a good, high-character group of kids that have a lot of talent, and I think they showed it tonight.
What made this group just so special this year?
You know, they're really tight off the court. They're high-character kids that come from great families. They represent Marist really well, the type of discipline that we want. And, you know, they're always together. You know, they never want to go home, and it's just nice to see it for them and for Marist.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Dave, back to you.
Thank you, Khalil. Let's go to Greg Gardner for the awards.
Columbia High School. Ricky Harris, Principal of Whitney Young. Augie Fontanetta, Athletic Director of New Trier. Steve Johns, Athletic Director of Sandburg High School. Katie Keslett, Principal of Dunlap. Brad Gooding, Principal of Hamilton. Dwayne Bates, Athletic Director of Stevenson. Tom Shergan, Principal of De La Salle. And Charlie Zimmerman, Principal of Metamora High School. At this time, please meet the Class 4A second place Red Wings of Benet Academy High School, who finished the 2025-26 season with a final record of 36 wins and 2 losses. First, meet the president of Benet Academy, William Myers. Principal, Sherry Costello. Athletic Director, Scott Lawler. Athletic Trainer, Amy Hoffman. Head Coach, Gene Heidkamp. Assistant Coach, John Book. Assistant Coach, Michael Connolly. Assistant Coach, Michael Rembert. Assistant Coach, Scott Dusling. Assistant Coach, Dave Kleinschmidt. And now let's meet the players from Benet Academy. Number 0, Blair Pagbemi. Number 1, Jack Reiser. Number 2, Ryan Walsh. Number 3, Jaden Wright. Number 4, Ethan McDonald. Number 5, Harry Cheney. Number 10, McLean Zeke. Number 11, Grant Bergman. Number 14, Aiden Reniker. Number 15, Tyler Chipolka. Number 22, Austin Clifford. Number 23, Edvardus Stasis. Number 33, Charlie Flavin. Number 41, Cormac Hannes. And number 42, Colin Stack. At this time, please meet the Class 4A first place Redhawks of Marist High School, who finished the 2025-26 season with a final record of 33 wins and 5 losses. First, meet the president of Marist, Larry Tucker. The principal, Meg Dunneback. Athletic director, Pat Fleming. Athletic trainer, Janjane Chamberlain. Head coach, Brian Hines. Assistant coach, Charles Brown. Assistant coach, Charles Barnes Sr. Assistant coach, Morgan Taylor. Assistant coach, Joe Bullock. Assistant coach, Brian Kazu. Assistant coach, Jeremy Nash. Team manager, Zachary Larson. Team manager, George Ketteris. And let's meet the players from Marist High School. Number 0, Adoni Vasilakis. Number 1, Matthew Green. Number 2, Torrance Tate Jr. Number 3, Akir Finley. Number 4, Carson Thomas. Number 5, Stephen Brown. Number 10, Jaden Bullock. Number 12, Max Cranley. Number 13, Timothy Fitzgerald. Number 14, Charles Barnes Jr. Number 15, Ryan Lawler. Number 20, Kendall Mayers. Number 21, Peter Bayo. At this time, Coach Heidkamp and the Benet Academy captains, please step forward to receive your Class 4A second place trophy. And now, Coach Hines and the captains of Marist High School, please step forward to receive the Class 4A first place trophy.
So there are your Class 4A state champions from Marist. Dominating performance tonight. Final score 44-28, and that final score is brought to you by the YMCA. The dream starts here. Mark, your final thoughts on this one.
Great basketball game, 2 great programs. Outstanding performance by Marist. They held Benet scoreless in the second to build that lead. Then the fourth quarter, they held them to just 3. Check it out. They only had 2 turnovers the entire night. Great care of the basketball in their open floor game.
We thank you for joining us here at the State Farm Center. Statistician Nick Pinto, my left-hand man. For Kalia Butler, For my partner, Mark Lindo, I'm Dave Bernhardt. A thriller here for Marist as they defeat Benet Academy 44-28 and claim the 4A state title. So long, everybody.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. And by SIU Carbondale. Say yes to SIU.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. It's easy to create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry. They offer features like soft close, doors, and drawers, and cabinet accessories to match your style. Get these Barsta kitchen cabinets with island at a value of $5809.99 after rebate. Countertops are the center of the home, and Menards carries a great selection from elegant to everyday options. Pick up quartz countertop, starting at a value of $39.95 a square foot after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Leaving home is a big step. At SIU, you'll find a home away from home, where you're encouraged to grow, a place that helps you discover who you are as a person, a student, a leader, and a future professional. Say yes to a community that supports you, to friendships that last a lifetime, to opportunities that prepare you for what's next in the field and in the classroom. The choice is yours. Say yes to SIU and to a future that you make your own.
Attention high school students. If you're tired of hearing the same old college debt story, we've got an exciting alternative for you. Join the Mid-America Carpenters Union and let your career dreams take flight. You can earn great pay, enjoy no-cost health insurance, and secure a stable retirement, all with no college debt and an elite career that's here to stay. It's time to build your future your way. Ready to carve your path to success? Contact the Mid-America Carpenters Union today to learn how you can unleash your potential.
Marist are your Class 4A state champions after a dominant 44-28 win over Benet Academy. Welcome inside our Chicago studios for one final time tonight. It's been a pleasure to be with you here. He's Avi Story. I'm Lauren Withrow. Avi, this game was not what we had expected, but Marist came in and executed their game plan perfectly. Forced a shutout in the second quarter, nearly did it again in the fourth. What was working so well for the Red Hawks?
The pressure, ball pressure from every catch to every inbound pass. An exceptional defensive game from the start, and to the finish. That's what coaches want your players to do. We want to play the whole game and all the way through, and they did it defensively and just took them out of everything.
And it was the first trip to the state finals for Coach Brian Hines and the Red Hawks. How hard is that to come in and win this for the first time for a program?
Extremely hard. Just thinking about from the beginning of the season, having that type of momentum coming in, your expectations coming in, you want to win, you want to do well, but to follow that all the way until getting downstate, they did a heck of a job, and congratulations.
Big congratulations to Coach Hines and Marist for an incredible game in the 4A, but we had three other champions here today. Kicking things off, it was Marshall with a win over Goreville in 1A, Manual over Quincy Notre Dame in 2A, and East St. Louis over Deerfield in 3A. Avi, what can a win like this do for a program's growth heading into next year?
Recruiting. I can definitely help in recruiting. So getting players from each of those divisions would be a great job for them to just go out and recruit new players.
Well, it's been an incredible 3 days here with the IHSA Boys State Basketball Finals. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, for joining us here in the studio and watching these athletes finish their basketball season. From Avi Story and our entire crew here at the IHSA TV network, I'm Lauren Withrow, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Two-minute car wash initiating.
Hey, looks like you got plenty of time to find cheaper auto insurance.
Right now?
Why not? Insure on the spot makes it fast and easy to save hundreds on auto insurance. Get a free quote in just 2 minutes. Oh, hold that thought. Oh, I should come here more often. Don't forget your savings. Call Chicagoland's #1 auto insurance Insurance Agency at 773-202-5060 or visit insureonthespot.com.
First Marshall Auto Auction, the largest public auto auction in the Midwest. A huge selection of vehicles that must be auctioned now. Come and compare our prices. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Why would you want to pay more? You must see this to believe it. First Marshall Auto Auction, 398 East 147th Street in Harvey. Just minutes from Chicago. Call 708-333-2266. 708-333-2266. www.708-333-2266.com.
The Chicago White Sox are on the U. Don't miss spring training action as the Sox take on the Los Angeles Dodgers Saturday, March 21st, and the Seattle Mariners on March 22nd on the U. We now join your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Joe Robbie Stadium constructed. So this was the model made to sell the concept to the fans in the city of Miami. I'm hoping to sell this today for about $12,000.
That's amazing. Right, it's the same stadium they play in now, right? Just a name change?
Correct. Back in the mid-'80s, this was commissioned by Joe Robbie, the owner of Miami Dolphins, so that he could have this to show in all the different malls and grocery stores and different places around Miami.
Yeah, he had been trying to get a new stadium for the Dolphins for probably about 10 years. Think about it. By the early 80s, Dan Marino's tearing up league passing records, but they're still sharing a stadium with a college team.
Right.
So Joe Robbie decided he was going to pay to build it himself.
So where did you get this?
Well, I got it from the city of Cleveland because Art Modell, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, he liked this design so much as well. This is what he wanted built there, too. So
how did that work out for him?
Not too well. City of Cleveland didn't want to pony up money like Joe Robbie did, so we all know the rest of the story.
This Art Modell guy kept bumping heads with the city of Cleveland. So eventually he gave up, moved his team to Baltimore, and created the Ravens. It was a tough road for Cleveland fans, but fortunately they got a new Browns team a few years later. God, it must suck being in Cleveland, man. The best thing you have to look at is a copy of the Dolphin Stadium.
Yeah, hey, come on, don't be rude. We get enough razzing.
You know, there's a lot of fanatical football fans out there that would love to have something like this. What are you looking to get out of it, man?
I was looking at somewhere around 12,000.
Whew.
The NFL Hall of Fame said I should insure it for a minimum of $25,000.
But you know what the NFL Hall of Fame didn't do? They didn't write you a check.
How about 10?
I see why you would think it'd be worth so much money, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to pay it, but this isn't something that's easy to sell. I'd give you like $4,000 for it.
Oh, that's pretty rough. This was Joe Robbie's prize for what he was trying to build for his team and for the city of Miami. How about 8?
It's not going to happen. I mean, think about it, dude. I'd take all the risk. I'm the one that actually has to find someone to buy it. It's going to cost me time, money, and resources. I'll go $6,000. It's the most I can do.
How about 7?
Big House, I'll build you this for $3,000.